Reddit stories.
The moment my manager said no phone calls during work hours, I knew something beautiful was about to happen. So yeah, this happened a few months ago, and I still smile every time I think about it. I work in a mid-sized logistics company. Nothing glamorous. Spreadsheets, emails, coordinating shipments, dealing with clients who think their package is the center of the universe. You know the type. Now, here's the thing. Our job literally depends on communication. Emails are slow, chats get ignored, and sometimes you just need to pick up the phone and get things done. Fast. Enter my manager. Let's call him Greg. Greg was one of those, I read one productivity article and now I'm a genius types. You know the ones. Suddenly everything needs to change because he had a vision. One Monday morning, Greg calls a team meeting. He stands there, arms crossed, looking way too proud of himself. And he says, from now on, no personal or non-essential phone calls during work hours. Phones should not be used unless absolutely necessary. We all look at each other like, what? Someone asks, what counts as necessary? Greg smirks. You'll know. Oh, well, no? Great. Crystal clear, boss. Now here's where it gets fun. I handle a lot of time-sensitive shipments. Sometimes I need to call clients directly to confirm addresses, delivery times, or fix mistakes before they turn into disasters. Normally, I'd just call, sort it out in 2 minutes, done. But hey, Greg said no phone calls unless absolutely necessary. So I decided, okay, I will follow this rule. Exactly. No shortcuts, no common sense. Just pure, obedient compliance. Day 1, the first crack. A client sends an order with a slightly unclear address. Normally, I'd call them. Instead, I email. Hi, could you please clarify the address? Then I wait and wait and wait. 2 hours later, still nothing. The shipment delayed. Greg walks by my desk. Why hasn't this been processed yet? I turn slowly and say, very politely, I didn't want to make a phone call unless absolutely necessary. He pauses. Oh, well, maybe this would count as necessary. I shrug. I wasn't sure. He sighs. But he doesn't change the rule. Oh no, big mistake. Day 2, let the chaos begin. Another situation. A delivery truck is waiting. The driver needs confirmation now. Normally, quick phone call. Instead, I send an email. Please confirm loading instructions. Driver waits. Warehouse waits. Everyone waits. The driver literally comes into the office like, hey, can you just call them? And I'm like, I'd love to, but we have a new policy. He blinks. What policy? I smile. No phone calls unless absolutely necessary. He looks confused. This seems necessary. I lean back in my chair. Yeah, but Greg said we'll know. I'm still learning. Oh man, the look on his face. Day 3. The domino effect. Now it's spreading. My coworkers start doing the same thing, because if I'm following the rule, they might as well too. No one wants to get called out. Phones, silent, emails, flooded, response times, slower than a snail on vacation. Clients start getting annoyed. Why is everything taking so long? Can someone just call me? And we all respond with, we're handling your request via email. Thank you for your patience. Internally, we're like, this is fine. The breaking point. By the end of the week, everything is a mess. Delayed shipments, angry clients, confused drivers. Greg looks stressed, like really stressed. Friday afternoon, he storms into the office. What is going on here? Why is everything delayed? Silence. I slowly raise my hand. Well, we're just following your instructions. He frowns. What instructions? And I say it. Calm, innocent, perfect delivery. No phone calls during work hours unless absolutely necessary. You could hear a pin drop. Greg rubs his temples. This is not what I meant. Oh, here we go. I tilt my head. Could you clarify? He exhales loudly. Use your judgment. And I respond. That's what we were doing before. Someone in the back actually whispers, Ooh. The glorious reversal. Monday morning. New meeting. Greg looks defeated, like a man who has seen the consequences of his own decisions. He clears his throat. All right. New policy. Phone calls are allowed when they help improve efficiency. I nearly lost it right there. Oh, really? You don't say? But I just nod. Got it. The aftermath. Everything went back to normal. Phones ringing, problem solved in minutes instead of hours. Clients happy again, and Greg, he never made another genius productivity rule again. At least not out loud. The toast. A week later, Greg walks by my desk and says quietly, You could have just told me the rule wouldn't work. I look up and smile. I did. He pauses. Fair enough. Final thoughts. Was it petty? Maybe. Was it satisfying? Oh, absolutely. Sometimes the best way to deal with a bad rule isn't to fight it. It's to follow it so perfectly that it collapses under its own stupidity. And honestly, I'd do it again in a heartbeat.